it's like, it does that. I don't know why it's doing that.
Blindfolded.
Director of successful and respected American business.
She plays with toys, letting an audience member mix one set before matching up the colors as though her eyes were wide open.
First the green, then the orange, then the blue, then the blue, then the yellow, then the like a donut.
Wonderful.
Even beating this young onlooker at a game of tic-tac-toe.
X, I won.
Yay!
So, the third eye is something that gives you a total clarity of how things are, how life processes. When I say life, don't think of life in terms of waking up in the morning, eating, going to the party, not that life. Fundamental life. Life as you. Life as an entity. Life as a basis of existence right now. Once you have a clear vision of this, then the way you function and the way you conduct your life is very, very different. So once your third eye opens, it is not that this is going to split and open up. Your perception has risen beyond the physical. You have started seeing that which is beyond the physical.
So when you say you're seeing from your third eye, what exactly does it look like?
When I do blindfold, it looks like everything is just coming like an image, just pops up and goes. Sometimes when I open my eyes and see all looking around, like how I see you, I see many other stuff. How I look at it is like just an image, and sometimes an image, sometimes like how I look around, like with my normal two eyes.
Amitabha here. So, I just wanted to show you my forehead. It's really weird. I'm not making it do that. And this has happened many times before. It's like I'll just be sitting and my third eye like opens and my energy opens up, and it's like it does that. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if anybody else has experienced anything like this. And friggin' weird. But it feels like, I mean, I feel my third eye a lot, but it feels like I can mess with it with my hands. But it feels like just like a light, inside my head, I guess. So I'm just sharing this weirdness, maybe, because I'm gonna start, oh man, it's so weird. I'm gonna start sharing what's really going on with me on YouTube and with my friends and family. Some people are gonna think I'm crazy, but it's my life, and I don't know what else to say. But it's freaking weird. Anyways, I hope everybody's having a good night. Feeling groovy.
I'm a little bit nervous if my child's third eye becomes opened. Is there a possibility my kid will start seeing ghosts or start seeing demons? Swamiji said ghosts will flee from a child with an open third eye because that child has the power to liberate them. He also said if there's a person who's demon-possessed who comes in front of a child with the third eye open, just a look from that child's third eye, the demon will flee. There's no possibility these kids are ever going to be attacked because of the intense bliss they're expressing, because of the Kundalini Shakti that's awakened, flowing up their Sushumna Nadi. Reaching their Sahasrara, these kids are getting the best of what existence has to offer. I find it very sad that Christianity doesn't give anybody the
define third eye is an intra organ. You really have it.
But no one said enlightenment was cheap. The Inner Awakening program, where this third eye awakening science is developed over the course of 21 days, costs a cool $10,000. But let's go back to initiation, or the transfer of energy, which yoga...
Well, all right. That was a couple of different perspectives, maybe three or four, on my favorite subject, the third eye. What we got to do now is get you moving on activating your third eye. And the way we got to do that, there's a couple of things you got to know. Basically, to get the energy flowing. And what you want to do is breathing. Breathing is the first thing on the list. Is we got to stop breathing through our chest. You know, like when you run a mile, you're like, and your chest is going up and down. That doesn't move the chi or the shakti or the prana, whatever you want to call it. What moves it, gets it going with your breath, is from your belly button down there with your diaphragm. So what you want to do is work on breathing. Watch your belly button go in and out when you breathe. That's all there is to it. No shoulders up and down. Bam. Done. Practice that. Early on, I found it easier to practice that when I'd be laying down. It's like, I don't know, it's not as shaky or anything. It's more smooth and. So you would just push your belly button up and let it ride down with the breath coming in, the breath going out. And keep an eye on your breath. It's like a meditation. The other thing is, I think everyone knows this, is you want to keep your back straight. The reason we do that is that's the highway for the energy. It comes from the bottom of your spine where it's stored up. It's everywhere, but it's mostly down there. And the energy down there, the Shakti just wants to come up. It's like a seed, it wants to shoot up. It wants to grow. And it's looking for you. So you're looking for it. It's looking for you. And it's got a conscience, I believe, the way it acts. It acts like an intelligence. So basically, it's going to find ways in your life for you to find it. You know what I mean? So Maybe that's why you're here. It could be. So basically, I have a model here for the meditation. It's visual. I'm a very visual person. This works for me. It works for a lot of people, this kind of thing. And what I'll do is I'm going to put it up like right about now. What you do is you dim all the lights. Hopefully you're on a monitor, not iPhone or anything like that. Something kind of big. Dim the lights down. And I'll have a preliminary, this is a preliminary picture of it, but I'm going to upload just the video of it by itself, like 10 minutes long. You could loop it if you want to look at it longer or whatever. And you dim the lights, get comfortable, keep your spine straight or your back straight, breathe through your diaphragm, not through it, but the diaphragm going in and out, and relaxed. And you just follow where the light is for the chakra, at the third eye, and just kind of gaze at it. You don't want to stare at it. You don't want to like, stare through it, like I don't know, some crazy stare. You don't want that. You just want to kind of gaze at it relaxingly. And then there's two ways you can go about this. You can look at the visual and concentrate on your third eye or even your breath. It'll still get there because you're seeing it, and it does its own thing too. So you don't have to try. Trying is not the greatest thing in the world. And that's the first technique. You just do you concentrate on your own third eye while looking at that. Or you can try to put yourself as the model. And I know it's a little weird. It's like a female style model or whatever, but it'll work. You can put yourself in that screen, like all your conscience in that model, and say, "That's me. That's my chakra. That's my chakra flashing, boom, boom, rotating with the light, and it'll work." Um, I like the third eye chakra because if you're new, and to me, meditation is all about energies. Even if you meditate and don't work on these chakras, they will activate. So, I mean, one leads to the other. So you might as well go straight to the chase. And if you're new, the third eye is great because it's like the easiest to start to feel because your head's there, your attention's there, your conscience, it's all right there in the head. And that third eye just wants to come alive. You know what I mean? The agna. So we start there, and once you feel the energy, the tingling at first, or sometimes it feels like a little marble there, right in between the middle of your eyes, right between your eyebrows. You'll believe it. If you're like skeptical, you'll be like, "Oh, smack, it's real. I'm there. I'm in." And then your life changes from there on. Once you cross that bridge, you never go back. Even if you don't meditate anymore, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be in your mind that there's something more and it's inside of me and it's a part of me. Real quick thing about meditation. People talk a lot about, or they get ideas that, you got to blank your mind. That ain't going to happen. That's just not going to put that out of your head. Yeah, a little pun there. But even the best meditators have thoughts come into their mind when they're meditating. That's what it's all about. Because your mind's always going to think of something. It's just the way it's going to be. What you're trying to do is you're trying to bring it down to like one thing, like your breath or the chakra or energies, that'll all evolve into different techniques, whatever you like. Um, so the thoughts are going to come in. What you want to do is just try to limit them, when they come in too much, don't spend time on them. Just kind of what we say is you witness them, you look at them, and then get back to what you were doing. And at first, they'll be coming in a lot. And then after some time, it goes away more and more and more and more. I've been doing this for years and years. And It's pretty wild because when no thoughts do come in eventually, you blow it. You're like, oh, look, I'm not thinking. And it's like, oh, I just blew it. So it happens. But it'll it'll get easier and easier. And after a while, like at first, it kind of seems like working a little bit, like you want to achieve something. But after a while, you just do it and you look forward to doing it. And all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link where you can just click on it and go to the 10-minute one. And you can take a look at that. And it's just going to play through. It's not going to have any sounds. It's not going to, it's going to have two rings from my Tibetan bowl. Bing, like, I don't know, 5 minutes apart or something. Maybe three, because there's two of them, three, six, and then 10. So if you do get too much of what we call the monkey mind with all the thoughts coming in and you get totally distracted, you'll hear a ding and it'll go, oh yeah, that's cool. I had monkey mind. I'm coming back. So there's two of those. And then if you want, if you like those sound meditation videos, there's like millions of them on YouTube. You can play that in the background. Doesn't matter. Or you can mute it, get rid of the two dings that I have in there, and go total silence. I mean, that would be best. But keep the lights dim or even off with your monitor on, and it has like a better effect. You could just kind of flow in there and kind of just chill with it, and it does good. I think it would help. And I'm gonna make this is my favorite subject, so I'll be doing more stuff on the third eye, but I'll be touching on all the chakras. But always remember, the goal is not just this one chakra. You're gonna have to work on the others, or like that guy earlier in the video, I forget his name, where his forehead's popping apart and stuff. He probably I tried to talk to him. He never got back to me. He probably just like meditated on the third eye forever, and that's all he did. So it's like he's out of balance. It's like a weightlifter working out with his right arm only and not his left, not his legs, not anything. And he's just got this overpowering right arm, and then all of a sudden he's just like, "What the hell's going on?" And his veins are popping out, something like that. I don't know. That's just not the normal thing. You work on the other chakras, but we get the third eye chakra going first, because this way it turns a skeptic into a believer. And whether it's fully opened or whatever, you hear people talking about fully opened and not opened and whatever, it doesn't matter. Once you get the energies in there, once they start going there, they start doing their thing. They start changing your world little by little, you know? So even just a little bit is a lot. And we're going to clear up some of these misconceptions about these chakras. And not there's not going to be any touching on any kind of stuff you see out there. I don't get into none of that, like tarot cards, astrology. You got people laying down with rocks going up and down their back, all different colors. I mean, I see millions of things out there on the internet and YouTube, and it's all just not all of it. I don't know. It might be something to it, but I don't know anything about it. I don't care about it. We sit down every day. I meditate, got chi, shakti, whatever you want to call it, flowing all through my body all day long, every day, and that's my deal. So, and the deal is, oh, I'll get into this more, but basically, this is the future. I've been doing this for a long time, and I see it coming. And like those gurus and those, yogis and the swamis over there, they like keep their secret knowledge, and they say they share it, but I don't know. And what was that guy charging? $10,000 for a 21-day retreat. I mean, come on. The way we're going to do it here in the West, I mean, they're the old style. They got the gurus, and some people call them cults and stuff, and there probably are some cults out there too. But I mean, it's like goofy, it's unattractive to us. We're not really down with all that. I mean, some people are, and that's cool. But the way I see it flowing here in the West is we're going to take that old stuff and we're going to turn it new. And it's going to be like open source. It's like everyone's going to share. If someone finds something out about something, about a technique or whatever, you know, we're not going to keep it to ourselves. We're not going to write a book about it. Well, some people do, but whatever. And we're going to share it. We're all going to be like, when my kids grow up, they're going to grow up in a world here where we got like high tech meets, conscience exploded, and people won't be getting sick as much. We'll be more on top of governments and stuff because we'll be aware. We'll see it coming. We'll see everything coming. No one's sneaking up on us. But enough said there. Got plenty of time to make other videos on this. This is my favorite subject, and this is my favorite chakra. Well, the crown chakra is pretty good too, but this one is the most interesting. So yeah, click the link, watch the other video. Oh yeah, what the other thing is, we're trying to get feedback. People that do this, or even if you knew, it doesn't matter. Any anything on the subject. This is like interactive, open source kind of thing. Everyone jumps in. So if anything contribute, feel free. Feel free. Okay.